It's a picture-perfect autumn Friday in the desert, but we are inside where today Arizona State looks to improve to 2-0 for the third straight season. But before they get there, they've got the Red Wolves of Arkansas State standing in their way. Here is Ty Skinner, number 3 in white, with 30 points in the season opener. They immediately go to Nevaeh Parkinson, the transfer from UC Irvine, and ASU draws first blood. For ASU, they never really were able to find their pace for much of that first half against Jacksonville State. So many fouls were called in that game, a bunch of free throws, bonus situation, nearly the entire time it seemed, as there's a second consecutive turnover. Here come the Red Wolves in the open floor. Zy Shannon to the mid-range, off back iron and in. So Shannon able to make it home.
That was a really good job for Shannon, just taking her time, really reading the defense and making the right read there.
ASU able to break that press. Fauntleroy is good from 15 feet. Nice ball movement, a drive on the baseline for Brown. Down low, it's blocked by Basham. Ahead of the pack, here comes Jaylen Brown, the layup's good.
That's exactly what they're looking for Kennedy to do in the paint, and if they can get offense off that, that's also amazing for them.
Defense leading to offense, that is a team's best friend. Nice job by the Red Wolves to respond in kind as Rogers lays it up and in.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of offense off of defense today.
Breaking the press with a Hail Mary pass to Parkinson, who kisses it off the window. Yeah, folks, if you like points, this game is for you.
Yeah, and I know I said ASU, or Arizona State probably was happy to get that timeout called early, but I know as a player, sometimes it is maybe a little intimidating to see a fresh new 5 coming in to do the same exact thing, pushing the ball up the court like the last group is doing.
Make or miss, they will press all game long. Speaking of pressing, how about Ty Skinner? And quite the way to start off a season for Ty Skinner.
It is. Ty told us that she wants a championship, and she definitely played like it on Monday.
How about the start for Kristlyn Rose? A couple of nice shots back-to-back consecutive possessions, and Arkansas State hanging tough here, and then they get a turnover on a poke back from behind by Zy Shannon. Come the Red Wolves in transition. Here is Shannon, who just came up with that steal, pickpocketing Skinner. Here on a fadeaway, it's good, and the Red Wolves jump in front. We've talked about pace already several times. You put a number on that, that's exactly what I asked Destiny Rogers and shoot-around, as there's another made 2 from the mid-range for the Red Wolves. 92 possessions is where they were at in their second scrimmage. That's about what they're trying to do night in and night out. That's great passing as Greer picks up the assist in the layup by Brown. Defensively so far for ASU, what have you noticed from them and things maybe they can improve on against this up-tempo attack?
They're doing a great job defensively. One thing I've noticed that they might have to adjust later is they are collapsing a little bit when Arkansas State is driving to the basket, which we know since we talked to the coaches over at Arkansas State, that's what they're looking to do. They want that one more pass, so they might have to adjust and not.
We'll lay it up and in. Weary, a nice find. That's beautiful ball movement, but it was bobbled and lost. Fauntleroy will look over her shoulder at the baseball pass down floor. Fauntleroy to the basket. She's fouled, and a chance at a three-point play.
I think that is a really good drive, but once you pull in 6-7 from the other side of the floor, it definitely would be good for that one more pass that they're looking for.
Corner 3 is nailed. Jaya Levent.
If you can see them and get it out there, it's a great pass, and if you trust your teammates to hit that shot.
Morgan on the wing, she'll pop a 3, right back at ya. Nice shot, Kiana Morgan. Arkansas State, they're gonna be road tested as Brown drives inside and kisses off the window for 2. Arkansas State, 6 of their first 8 on the road. That's the most since 2016-2017, as there is no time to rest. A 3 for Brown. Here's Rose. Morgan, step back against Skinner, it's Silky. Gotta be a strategy for the Red Wolves as well, try to take that size away from the Devils. Nice hands by Fauntleroy, good find off to Levent. Layup is good. Great play by Kennedy Fauntleroy, and Arizona State ends the first quarter with a flurry. Time to catch your breath. What a first quarter from Desert Financial Arena. 28-25 Sun Devils. Skinner, as we mentioned, missed all of last year with a knee injury, and I know in the opener you were holding your breath every single time she was embracing contact. That's the first time we've seen her take a charge. But she's so confident in that knee as she pulls up from the mid-range.
The hardest shot to guard is a pull-up jumper because you don't know if they're going to continue to the basket or stop. And if it's sudden like that, it's hard to stop.
How about the start for Jalen Brown? She's already into double figures, 10 points on 4 of 5 from the floor. And Arizona State has their largest lead so far, 32-25, but I can't even finish the sentence before Weary responds with another three. This pace, this tempo, this is so much different than the opener for Arizona State, where it was so choppy. Great find down low, Basham on the reverse.
That by Kennedy was really good. It's contrast to her other bucket, which she missed down low. She took a dribble, and that took her out of her rhythm and gave the defense a chance to recover.
Another turnover, another great pass from Fauntleroy. Brown got it to go and one. Brown leads the way with 13. Here's Levesque. She'll drive and kick. Brown's feeling it. To the mid-range, through a bit of contact, got it to go yet again. Jalen Brown with 15.
You can tell Jalen's just so confident out there today.
Baseline drive underneath, kick out straight away, triple by Shannon. It's automatic, and she holds the three. Every time ASU's had all the momentum, Arkansas State's been able to respond to the big three. So far, keeping them within arm's distance.
They have, and that is something that I'm sure, because we were prepared, I'm sure they're prepared. It's not going to stop.
No.
Arkansas State knows their style of play, and they're going to continue to do that.
Arnesia, ASU, 26 fast break points.
I love it.
It's fun to watch.
I love it.
You know, it reminds you of the Phoenix Suns back in the day. Mike D'Antoni, Steve Nash.
I thought you were going to say it reminds me of you. That's so
Well, we'll get to you a little later on, don't worry. Never really found a rhythm against Jacksonville State because of foul trouble, but simply with her height, she could be a weapon for this Sun Devil team. There's another big three for Brown.
I mean, I don't want to take away from her 30 points. They needed that on Monday, and she delivered.
Mentality offensively for Skinner in the opener, especially early on, was getting her teammates involved. She's someone who averaged only 3 points a game last year, so she certainly has stepped it up early on this season offensively. Loose ball rugby scrum for the loose ball. Moore ended up with it, but couldn't quite kick it out. Arkansas State with numbers. Here comes Morgan. Picked up the dribble, looking for someone to dish it out to, and will find Rose. Now it's Montu to the basket. Right-hand layup is good. Devils need to settle back in offensively. They're 0 for their last 4, which is, well, as they've shot in the first half, seems like an ice age. Down low, Heavenly Greer for 2. Nice find from Brown. Ian long rebounds here by the Red Wolves. Here comes Nina Callister, senior from Athens, Texas. McAllister coast to coast. Nice move for Mimi. Fiery head coach in Destiny Rogers. You can see her barking on the sideline, coaching up her squad. Former player herself. There's a tough shot that's made by Brown. Oh my goodness. Deflected pass, another turnover. It leads to a pick 6. Live ball turnovers is what Arkansas State feeds off of. That's what they crave, that's what they need. Full court press is on. Brown will throw ahead, stolen away. There's 4 in a row, and a pick 6 gives Arkansas State the lead. Chrislyn Rose read it like a book. So how about the Red Wolves? In this first half, led for under 3 minutes. Chance here to push their lead to 3 or 4. Rose to the basket, it's good and 1. Points aplenty, both teams shooting over 50% from the floor. We've got a good one from Tempe, where the Red Wolves try to pull off the upset lead at the break.
It's honestly harder to get people to be more aggressive. It's easier to have them pull back, so they don't want her to stop completely, but you definitely need to be more disciplined so that you're able to stay in the game longer.
Right on cue, Parkinson with a great catch in front of the basket. Throw it into the post for Basham. Turnaround 2 is good off the window. They work it into the big Kennedy Basham, and the 6'7" frame finishes. Quarter 3, right back at him. Little heavy, the roll won't go. Loose ball though, picked up by Brown. Couple of big hops off the iron, kind of discombobulated Basham and Parkinson. There's a step back too, and it's a beauty for Bella Weary. Think back to that first quarter, Arnesia. It was aesthetically pleasing with the pace. Now it's just a little bit out of control. There's a big 3 from the wing. Shawnee Brown gives Arkansas State the lead. First time we've seen Sam Grant into the game for Arkansas State. Someone that can match the size of Nevaeh Parkinson down low. She stands at 6'3". Driving inside is Rose. Top two and around the rim and in. And Arkansas State's lead is up to 5. Sun Devils need to be careful here. Offensively, they've struggled now for a little while. A 7-0 run for Arkansas State. Brown to the 10. She got it. And a chance at a 3-point play. Be busy next weekend, Arnesia.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
That's right. Jai Levette out of the timeout, looking like a Corvette for 2. Here's Skinner. 9 points, 2 of 6 from the floor today. Will make it 12. There's a triple from Ty Skinner.
I would stay up close and make her dribble around me and hope that my teammates are behind me if I wasn't able to keep up. But I would be able to keep up, let's be real.
Wing 3 is good. Kiana Morgan knocks the game back up at 65. And again, it's just counter punch after counter punch. A fighter's spirit from this Red Wolves squad. Parkinson, wide open as Basham down low. She gets it to go. Intensity starting to pick up a bit. The pace has been there all game long. Here's Skinner. Picked off again. Back-to-back steals. Weary does it again, and the Red Wolves lead it by 2. How about Bella Weary off the bench for Arkansas State? 10 points. 2 steals as well to go along with 4 rebounds. She's kind of been all over the place in terms of her play. And a big reason why Arkansas State has the lead right back, or I should say had the lead right back. Skinner knots us up yet again. Drives baseline, gets inside, tough 2, sat on the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, tiptoeing the baseline and corralled by Morgan. Red Wolves to a corner 3 for Brown, it's good. Lowest possession we'll see from Arkansas State basically all game long. Rose to the 10, putting on the speed and finishing. 5-point Arkansas State lead. Skinner tries to respond. Went into contact, no foul. It does it for the 3rd quarter. And how about the resolve for the Red Wolves of Arkansas State? They close out the 3rd quarter, hitting their last 4 shots from the floor. They've been gritty. They've been resilient. Well, they've got the lead heading into the 4th quarter in Tempe. Sun Devils trying to hold up their end of the bargain. And it's all going to start on the defensive end of the floor, seems like, here in the 4th.
Definitely is. If it's going to happen, they definitely need to start it right now.
How about Kristlyn Rose and her emergence on the spotlight so far this season? Nearly another steal. Levette. Fauntleroy will break the press. Wide open down low is Basham, and she rams it up and in for 2.
That's because they were able to pass it and find their people down the floor. Passing so much faster than dribbling.
Fauntleroy with a scoop and score. Rose. She's been the cash cow for the Red Wolves. Drives inside. Nice dish out to the wing. Have clutched on it and knocks it down regardless. Zy Shannon, a big 3. And into the front court comes Rose yet again. Handled, kick out, Griffin, 3. It's good. And it's a 10-point lead for the Red Wolves of Arkansas State. Timeout Sun Devils. Fauntleroy across midcourt. Parkinson's back in there despite the foul trouble. She had it jarred free. Another turnover. 18 of them now on ASU. Off to the wing, darting inside. Morgan, the floater is good. Who will they go to in this moment? You would think Ty Skinner.
I might say Jalen Brown.
Levette to the basket. Left-hand layup, it's good. So they needed a bucket. They go to Levette. Here's Rose. Career high 22. Gives off Griffin. No good off the back iron. Levette's there with another big play. Into the front court. Eyes up. Finds Skinner. Layup good. Rose defended by Skinner to the basket. Floater. Got the roll. A career night keeps growing. 24 for Kristlyn Rose. We near 6 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. McAllister drives, kicks, corner pocket 3. It's good. And it is clutch for Zy Shannon. Throw it ahead to Brown. Down low, Parkinson. Pump fake for two. And the Devils get one right back.
Coach Rogers is definitely happy with her team being able to get up there. I know she has that standard for them.
54% from the floor. There was a miss on the layup, and here comes Fauntleroy into the front court. Shake and bake, drive inside. Layup good for Kennedy Fauntleroy. Will they try to work it to Parkinson? She's got the size advantage. Brown, here she is. She's doubled. Parkinson, up and under. It's good for two. And ASU's back to within 6. Rose, a kick out. Weary's three. No good off back iron. Physical rebound. Here comes Levette. Transition fine. Brown's layup is good. Weary will throw it in. Griffin back to Rose. A three off the screen. It's automatic. That was a deadly pull-up. 28 for Rose.
It kind of felt like a dagger, but there's still time left.
Thrown ahead, Parkinson able to respond. It's another quick bucket for ASU. Rose, mid-range Shea. No good this time. And rare empty trip. Brown gets the rebound. ASU could cut the deficit to 2. Fauntleroy got it in, the foul. If they can find their third triple of the day, they'd tie the game. Parkinson on the block. Such a strong post player. Got it to go. The fourth quarter has been Nevaeh Parkinson time today. 13 to shoot. Parkinson calling for it on the high post. They can't find her, and now it's Brown. She's got 22 to lead the way. Brown driving, scooping, scoring. ASU leads with under a minute to go. Good defense for ASU out of this timeout. Here's Weary. Off to Rose. Driving, scoring inside and one. To push it back to a 2-point lead. She does it. 15 to shoot. Fauntleroy dancing inside. Layup is blocked away. She gets the loose ball back. Fauntleroy tiptoes baseline. Kick out to Brown. 5 to shoot. Skinner lost it. Fauntleroy gets it back. A deep two is no good off the iron. The rebound to the Red Wolves. ASU needs to foul. Rose dribbling free. Still no foul. And finally, with 2 seconds left, ASU obviously has to work very quickly. Skinner will hoist a 3. In and out, no good, and that does it. How about the Red Wolves of Arkansas State? Happy birthday, Destiny Rogers. The head coach for the Red Wolves gets her birthday wish. They upset Arizona State on the road, and they put up 100 on the Sun Devils.